And man, oh man, we're staying in the AFC East today. Welcome to Pro Football Central. And today we're talking about the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, baby, Bills Mafia. If you did click on this video, I want to just tell you right now, I'm not going to trash your team. I'm not going to do it. Bills Mafia is one of those, they're like probably one of the most fun fan groups and one of the most ruthless fan groups on the fucking internet. It's absolutely ridiculous. And when I say ridiculous, I mean it's ridiculously crazy how passionate these fans are. So if you go on any of, I don't know, Pro Football Focus or uh, Pro Football Talk, or maybe you're just watching ESPN or something like that, you might not be hearing them talk about the Buffalo Bills, or you might be seeing rankings where the Buffalo Bills haven't really moved that much. And we really got to say that's probably because of their schedule so far. And they played the Jets and the Dolphins. But at the time of recording this, I don't think that people can say the Dolphins are as bad as they, thought they were, because the Dolphins had to play two really good teams in the Patriots and the Bills, and they just went out and absolutely crushed the Jacksonville Jaguars. Everybody was talking about Minshew Mania, and Fitzpatrick came in there and absolutely fucking showed why beards are better than mustaches, Uncle Rico. So why the hell are we talking about the Buffalo Bills today? Well, because I've seen a bunch of comments and people saying the Bills get no respect. And thankfully for Bills Mafia, I'm going to tell you right now, I agree with you. The Bills do not get any respect, at least for right now. Now, like I said, as of my time recording this, it was right after the Jacksonville game. So they play the Rams this Sunday, and if they win, this video is going out, baby, because the Buffalo Bills I think they're real. I think they're a real team. I think their defense has struggled a little bit. I believe they're missing two people, Tremaine Edmonds, who's a really good linebacker, and also they're missing Matt Milano, who's really good as well. So, those were things, and I think that's why the Dolphins probably kept it close on them, and the Dolphins played a completely different game than they did against the Patriots. The Patriots decided they were going to run on them. The Bills decided they were going to pass on them, because apparently Josh Allen now looking like a stud, leading the league in passing yards, and Stephon Diggs leading the lead in receiving yards. The Buffalo pass attack is absolutely ridiculous. And if you had to ask me, they probably have a top 5 receiving core in the league. It is absolutely ridiculous that I can't turn on ESPN and no one's talking about I mean, you can cherry pick examples all you want, but people should be talking about the awesome game that's going to be happening this weekend against the Rams and the Buffalo Bills. Sean McDermott, what they have done with that team in a couple of years is absolutely ridiculous, dude. I can't fucking tell you a team that, I have never seen a team, maybe except the Ravens, also doing this, turn around a team so fucking fast. Literally, Josh Allen came in the league and Nathan Peterman was starting for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, think about that. Nathan Peterman, the god himself, was starting for the Buffalo Bills. Then they went in there and the Ravens trounced them. I remember I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings and I saw that game and I was like, oh, who do they have in at quarterback? And, I know a couple old head Bills fans. They're like, oh, we got Nathan Peterman in there. I'm like, Nathan Peterman? Isn't he the guy who threw it? Yeah. Okay, so we go into the stuff and it's like, okay, well, what happened? Well, Josh Allen happened, man. Josh Allen came in and completely turned that around. Now, Sean McDermott was able to squeak them into the playoffs at the end of the year before that, but then the Jaguars went on an absolute, probably the most boring playoff game I have ever went to the bar to watch was the Jaguars versus the Bills in, what was that, 2017? Absolutely ridiculous how boring that game was. But the fact that in year one, you could tell that Josh Allen's offensive line was ridiculously, stupid awful. Look at the New York Jets offensive line right now, minus Mekhi Becton. That's what the 2018 Buffalo Bills offensive line was looking at. Like, there was no one there to protect Josh Allen. So he got the record, or the what's it called? The rapport, the tendency to run for your fucking life, because Josh Allen had to just go and run because none of his receivers were open. I think at that time, Sammy Watkins was gone. I think they had like Robert Foster, who's now on the practice squad for like, I don't even, maybe the Packers or the Vikings. I don't know. He's on some other team right now. I'm not well versed in your wide receiving core, Bills Mafia, but I'll tell you right now, if you look at that team and you look at this team today, you're like, holy shit. If I would have told you a couple of years ago that Stephon Diggs was going to be on the Buffalo Bills with John Brown, who I think at the time was on the Ravens, but he might have been with the Cardinals, I don't remember, and Cole Beasley was no longer going to be with the Dallas Cowboys, but he was going to be catching slant routes from Josh Allen, y'all would have been like, that's crazy. And if I would have told you, hey, the Bills defense, Tre'Davious White, gonna be in the talking for Defensive Player of the Year. They're gonna draft some dude named Ed Oliver, who every single time I watch a Bills game, he likes to eat. That man eats. It is crazy. So, Bills Mafia, I'm gonna tell you right now, you deserve respect. You have an amazing general manager. You have an amazing coaching staff. And you have an amazing group of young players. Like, I think the other day, the Bills game in between, what's it called? The Bills and the Dolphins, Gabe Davis from UCF, which is from the area I'm around, he caught a pass. So what's going to happen? Oh, John Brown one day, he's like, okay, I'm retired. He's a little bit old, right? What happened? Oh, they got Gabe Davis behind him. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, who else did they got? Oh, they got Isaiah Hodgins. Okay, I remember him. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. Who else did they got? Isaiah McKenzie. I've heard of him. He's a nice little gadget player. Yeah, he's good. They got these guys that are just going to be ready to fill in there as fast as possible, and that's absolutely ridiculous that nobody's talking about this team, because they're saying, well, they haven't really beat anybody. You know, they've been saying that for the last couple of years about the Buffalo Bills, actually. I remember last year, they put the whooping on Dallas on Thanksgiving. Got to watch that while I was stuffing my fucking face with food. And Bills Mafia just went in there and let Dallas have it. Y'all, like, Josh Allen won that game for them. It was a great moment for the Bills Mafia, taking down the big old bad Dallas Cowboys that have always seemed to be a thorn in the side for Bills Mafia ever since the 90s. But we're not going to talk about that, actually. I'll talk about the old heads. I was talking because it works out in this situation, because right now the Buffalo Bills get no respect. We're going to talk about Rodney Dangerfield here, get no respect. It's literally absolutely awful that old heads even told me when they made the 4 Super Bowls, every year they still got no respect. It was the same excuses that you're hearing today, and it's about being a small market team, and it's because, well, the Buffalo Bills played in the AFC back in the 90s. Everybody knows the NFC is where it was at back in the 90s. That's not a question, but they're going to come here and talk about how the AFC wasn't that good, even though they had Elway in there. They had Marino and the Dolphins. Like, there were teams that were in the AFC that the Bills had to go through. And if you look at their schedules, which I did have to do a little bit of research before I could even talk about this, because I can't tell you that I'm well versed in the Buffalo Bills history, aside from knowing that they lost 4 Super Bowls. I know who they lost it to, though. But it's absolutely ridiculous to think that if you look back at their old schedule, that the Buffalo Bills actually dominated the NFC in the years that they made it to the Super Bowl too. Like, it's almost crazy to think that, right? Because they lost to the NFC, but, you know, there's always an excuse. And the thing with Bills Mafia that I want you to really take is that you're not going to get respect this year. I'm sorry. The goalpost keeps moving. Too many people do not want to give credit to a small market, even though, you're in Western New York, so you're not in New York City, even though you are the only New York team. I've seen that comment 800 times. Yes, you guys are the only New York team, because the Jets and the Giants, they stink. So really, if you need any validation, don't try to get it from your Pro Football Focus people or anybody like that. They're not going to give you anything. If anything, they're going to piss you off a little bit more. What you need to know is that, well, watch your team, see what happens. Y'all know what you have. I know what you have. Don't worry. I know what you have, Bills Mafia. And what you have are some absolute studs on the team. Oh, I didn't even talk about Devin Singletary. You got yourself a little Thurman Thomas there. There's a little throwback for you. You got a Thurman Thomas for you right there. And Zach Moss, too, right behind him. So, yeah, Bills Mafia, you don't get any respect. But just know, you get respect from me. And you get respect from a lot of the people that are just watching the Bills game. They know the Bills are for real. There's many people that are rooting for you, hoping that you knock that Patriots team off, even though a lot of people say, oh, I like rooting for Cam Newton now. It's just crazy. It's just crazy you guys don't get any respect. So, just letting you know here, you got the respect from me. Bills Mafia, y'all are going to go far this year. I think you're going to win the division. And you're on track to be something special. I know nobody wants to give you the time of day, but hopefully I can release this video after you guys manhandle the Rams next week, and then maybe we can talk again, and I'll talk about how I was right about the Bills Mafia being, really, really, really passionate, and their team is really, really, really good. So yeah. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell notification. So if I talk about your team, or maybe I didn't talk about your team today, maybe you're not Bills Mafia, maybe you're someone who hates the Buffalo Bills, and everything that I brought up, you want to just absolutely destroy me in the comments section, man, go right ahead. Destroy me in the comments section. I like to hear what other people's takes are for things. So yeah, make sure, again, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you guys next time. This has been Jake from Pro Football Central, signing off.